Hi everybody, Matt back with you. Hope you're okay. Welcome to a very wild and woolly Oxenhope. I hope you can hear me. I've had to duck behind this wall because it's incredibly windy up here and the rain is just setting in. So the reason I'm here today is I've come up to Oxenhope to look for one of the Simon Armitage Stanza Stones, which is said to be at a place here called Nab Hill, which I think is a quarry. So it's an area I've not walked to before. I've done Oxenhope before, but never been up on the hill here. Hopefully the weather just stays enough on the right side of dry for me to at least reach the quarry, and we'll see what's there. But yeah, this may not be a long one, and I may never speak to you again on this video other than voiceover, because I don't think you'll hear me. Some would say that would be a blessing in disguise. So I don't know if you can hear me at all in the wind. This is actually really exciting. And look at this, I'm heading right up there onto the top of the quarry. It's one of those times I think, how have I never been here before? It's like, what, 5 or 6 miles from where I live. I've never seen it, never even heard of it. Crazy. Yeah. I set up that hill. I'll be out of breath by the time I get there, but it looks, even if we struggle to find the stone, this looks good. Okay, so we've made it to the top of the hill. I'm starting to see things that resemble a quarry, definitely. So I'm just going to walk on this track and we'll see what we find. I've just realised that wind farm I could see is something much nearer. I hope I don't fall over. So I'm easily pleased. I'm finding this really cool. I love quarries. I had a great uncle apparently somewhere in the past who owned 2 quarries in the area. Plus I grew up with Doctor Who, and Doctor Who was always in quarries. So I'm always like a kid in a candy store when I'm in a quarry, especially when I've not been in. I don't know, it's a bit like a little maze, is this? It's obviously quite well used for recreational purposes. The Stanza Stone is here somewhere, I'm sure we'll find it. Okay, this bit's really cool, and I know you won't be able to hear me, but we have old buildings, ruins of buildings. You guys don't want me talking to you from here. Someone's very kindly created a shelter just here. It's definitely needed at this moment in time. It's very windy, but this particular section is really quite cool. It's there's old buildings here. You'll be able to see them on the video. Over there, for example. I'm just gonna have a little rest here for a while. But yeah, people, if you do come here, take your rubbish away. It's really straightforward, isn't it? Hold off now. The Stanza Stones project started in 2010 as part of the Ilkley Literature Festival, where they commissioned poet Simon Armitage to create a series of poems responding to the landscape of the Pennines. Simon would write 6 poems, and these would be carved into rocks across the area once the owners of the land had given permission. The hope being that these poems will be seen for decades or maybe centuries to come by passers-by. Here on this channel we've covered 2 of the previous stanza stones. These include the Rainstone, which can be found at Cow's Mouth Quarry near Whitehome Reservoir at Blackstone Edge. And the other one we found was high on the hills of Ilkley Moor itself, where we found the Puddle Stone. So that leaves dew, beck, mist and snow still to find. I'm loving these little shelters. They're great. So, I haven't found the stones yet, but I do like these little cairns and things that I guess have been created to aid the weary traveller. I wonder if it just is permanently windy up here. What I don't know is any history of the quarry that I'm currently walking through. Nab Hill, I think we're on. As you can see, we're looking down on Oxenhope. So, if you know anything about this area, do feel free to comment, let us know some history. That'd be quite interesting. It looks like, I would say it's probably been gone for well over 100 years as a quarry. In terms of the stanza stone itself, now look, I can't pretend to love poetry. I'm more of a limerick kind of person. So, you know, it's not poetry itself I've come to look at, but I do like this idea that you can come out and onto the hills and search for these stanza stones. This will be the 3rd one. We found the one at Cow's Mouth Quarry and also Ilkley Moor. So there's 3 more to go once I've found this one, but we'll do them as these separate things because I think there's enough to look at on our walk. Right. That's enough of my drippy nose. This cairn looks interesting just behind us. Let's see what's there. Is it where the stones are? am I missing these stones? What's going on? Okay, if I say I do like poetry, bring them to me. However, this is a really good place to explore. Okay, somehow we've ended up right back where we were an hour ago. But it's been good to explore the quarry. It's got to be this way. It has to be this way. It has to be. Okay, I found it. Literally went straight past it. We were here before. I was looking across at the view. What I should have done is look down at my feet. Here it is. Okay, so it's quite well worn, but mist. Interesting that this one is called Mist. Definitely missed it. Wow, that was a hike and a half. There we go. That's the Stanza Stone. I don't think you'll be able to read it from what I've managed to film of it. Is quite one fact. That's probably the best image we've got of it. But what I'll do, I'll put a picture on or the words themselves. Like I say, I'm not a poet. I'm not necessarily even a fan of poetry. The adventure for me is coming out to find these. So there we go. We found the Mist Stanza Stone, and we've had an explore of the rather fabulous Nab Hill Quarry. I was very impressed with it. It seemed to go on and on and on. But yeah, like I said, if you've got any history of it, do feel free to comment. Let me know all about it. I'm interested. So we have 3 of these still to find, and hopefully over time we will do. They're not the top of the list, but if I'm in the area, we'll give it a look. But there we go. Thanks for joining us. We're not far off our very first subscriber exclusive video. We've got 2 of those, 2 special ones just for you lovely people who wanted to subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy what we explore when those videos appear. In the meantime, we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye. Who does it mourn? What does it mean? Such nearness gathering here on high ground while your back was turned, drawing its neck curtains around. Featureless silver screen. Mist is water in its ghost state, all inwardness, holding its milky breath, veiling the pulsing machines of great cities under your feet, walling you into these moments, into this anti-garden of gritstone and peat. Given time, the edge of your being will seep into its fibreless fur. You are lost, adrift in hung water and blurred air. But you are here.